Hey, morning guys. Hope you guys are keeping well. 330D 2008 M Sport Saloon. The fuel economy's started dropping. There, okay. I used to get a lot more than that basically. Now, it was quite strange all of a sudden basically that the fuel economy started dropping. Couldn't sort of figure out because this vehicle is very, very well maintained basically, absolutely to the top of his league basically, and just couldn't justify the fact that why the fuel economy is dropping basically. There's absolutely no fault showing on the dash. Obviously let's just bring up the service record. Look at that oil. Everything's maintained. Check, there's no fault. Okay, so what's causing this basically? And I just couldn't sort of figure out until I lifted up the bonnet, and it was strange when I sort of, hang on, that doesn't look right basically, does it? So let me show you what I've done, how I've rectified it. And now I'm going to reset the car. What I mean by reset the car is I'm going to disconnect the battery, reset the entire electrical system basically, and then sort of rebuild and allow this to sort of build back on itself basically. Or I could continue driving, and I'm hopeful that this should increase basically. But what I have noticed is that the range here, that's slowed down. When I say slowed down, it's not dropping as before basically. So I am sort of seeing an improvement on the range. However, this does take quite a bit of time to build itself back up, or you've got to take the vehicle on a long motorway run for it to sort of redo what it needs to do. And that's what I'm going to reset the car, so and that'll come back to sort of like, say, silly like 14, 15, and I'm going to go on a long drive and allow that to build up basically. Well, let me show you what was wrong with it basically. Right, see these two screws? Let me just shut the car. Basically, the engine's noisy. Right, turn the vehicle off. That's much better. Okay, beautiful car, beautiful engine. The 330Ds are like the ultimate sort of BMW's, you know, build, apart from the funny ABS issue basically, and a couple of issues like the auxiliary things, and the rest of it is just maintenance and all that basically. Right, as I said, these two screws here, and you're probably wondering what this clips in basically. What happened was the clip on this case on the top and one on the underside basically, or I shouldn't say clip, it's like a little thing that holds the clip basically. They've snapped off from this cover basically. Effectively what that means is that this has actually come out. It's opened up itself basically, and what the car was doing is was just breathing in warm air from the under the bonnet basically, and from the engine bay I should say basically. So two tiny little hole. I've had to drill it right there, just in between, because this has a lip, comes up to here basically. So I've drilled in between, and same goes here, and the air sort of gets sucked from this side, so it travels in through here, cold feed, it goes into the engine basically. What I've also had to do is, because of the age of the vehicle, this had probably shrink, so what I've done is I've not used a heat gun, a hairdryer to the maximum setting, and just for about 10 minutes allow this to sort of warm up and flex basically, just so that it's not causing a stress and probably snapping these basically. So that it's just allowing it to expand a little bit basically. That's what I've done to resolve this issue. And yes, I've not seen the improvement on the MPG yet, but I have noticed that the range is not dropping as significantly as what it used to basically. Now some might argue, does it really matter with the warm air? To my mind, there is a reason why this has been put in place to feed on cold air intake, and that should sort of keep the fuel efficiency to the economy to the I should say mile per gallon, that what you gain to a max basically. So that's all guys. Stay well, stay safe, and I'll catch up with you in the next video. Bye for now. Peace.